I did not think that I was going to be making this video, at least not for a very long time. A$AP Rocky literally just said album never dropping just to have a release date now for us. So today we have to go over all of this, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, you can now become a channel member by clicking on the join button right next to the channel name underneath this video. By that, you get to decide with me what the next video is going to be about and a bunch of other cool exclusive features, so make sure to do that, and also it's the best way to support the channel. So A$AP Rocky performed at Flog. Now, that's the festival from Tyler, the Creator. We talked about this at least every year up until this point. It's happening in the Dodger Stadium, and it was pretty cool. I mean, if you take a look at the lineup, you had Earl Sweatshirt, you had Childish Gambino, obviously Tyler, but then also obviously Rocky. And he was the guy that actually, closed the event on Sunday night. He was the last act on the main stage, and from what I could tell so far, it was pretty cool. But the crazy part, before we talk about the release date, and also something that I picked up in the newsletter that goes out every Sunday, is the fact that there was merch available at Flog for Rocky's set. So you know how every artist has like merch for a festival, and that merch literally said album never dropping. I mean, that was his merch for Flog. It was mocking the fans that the album Don't Be Dumb is never dropping. And that obviously crushed every fan's hope. We thought this was never going to be dropping, just like we always think it's never going to be dropping. And then a day later, on Sunday, during his set, he kind of has some info for us with the release date. It's crazy. Let's take a look at what actually transpired, because he went on stage. We're going to be talking about, and I'm going to be playing a snippet for you from a new song in a second, but let's take a look at the outfit he wore, because at Flog during his set, he wore a hoodie or a jacket that said DBD, Don't Be Dumb on there, and then on the right-hand sleeve, it said 01162026. And if you're not dumb, no pun intended, you can tell that this is January 16th, 2026. The 01 for the first month, January 16, 2026. Is this the album release date? I mean, what else could it be? It's not just random numbers. If there's a 2026 at the end and then a date before that, you better believe that this is for the record, that this is actually the release date. You can't tell me that that is not what this is. And you can tell, it's always the same thing with these type of things. Even if it is not that, and even if Rocky just gives an interview in a couple of weeks and says, whoever said this was about the record, if you wear something that on the left-hand side says DBD, which fans know is the abbreviation for Don't Be Dumb, your next record, and if you have a date on the right-hand sleeve, bro, even if it wasn't your intention, you know that the fans are going to be thinking that. So you better make sure that there's actually something to this. Now, one funny thing that people immediately pointed out is people went online to check what date January 16th, 2026 was actually going to be. And obviously it's a Friday. And that is yet another point in proving that this is actually the release date. The fact that this day is a Friday and albums drop on Fridays, this is pretty much confirmed at this point. I mean, this is kind of Rocky revealing us the release date for Don't Be Dumb. That's crazy to even say out loud, because that's something that we thought was never going to happen up until just a short period of time ago. But the crazy part is, if you Google what the January 16th date is, at least in the US, it's National Nothing Day, a day for doing nothing. So I guess Rocky picked the right day. I don't know if he was aware of this, but obviously people are quick to pick up on these sort of things, and I just thought it was pretty funny. Now, this would also mean that the album is dropping over 1,000 days after he first announced it. Y'all remember the Amazon Music Festival, December 9th, 2022. That was the first time that we heard about Don't Be Dumb. That was the first time that we heard about this new record. Here's that clip again. Let's just enjoy watching this back.
Thursday night football, Amazon, my first time back on the stage, album's finished, Don't Be Dumb, let's go.
Catch the show tonight, midnight Eastern on Prime Video.
That looks good.
Just click the Amazon Music live tile.
So yeah, that's even crazy to think about that. That was December 9th, 2022. Back then we talked about Don't Be Dumb almost 3 years ago. That is insane. Now, let's also get to what he actually played at Camp Flog Gnaw, because I mean, let's get excited for some new music if we have a new album to look forward to. We have him performing a new song, Stole Your Flow, from a helicopter. He likes to do these helicopter things. He did this at Rolling Loud in the spring as well. So here is a snippet of Stole Your Flow.
Let's go! Beast on black, beast on black, onyx black, diamond shining black, jeans on, all black, chrome black, whip black, iPhone black, hoodie, yeah! Mostly gangsters on my flow, so I stole your bitch. If you stole my style, I need at least like 10%. Hey! Don't do disrespect. Hey! You take offense. Hey! Don't need my friend. Hey! Ready made. Yeah!
Let me know what you think about it. Do you think this will end up on Don't Be Dumb? What do you make of the snippet? And also, obviously, you know, if this thing is dropping in January, then we could expect some sort of rollout to happen until then. I mean, now we have the first info, we have the first sort of idea that it was going to be dropping in January, but we obviously want to get a rollout. I mean, Rocky has always done rollouts. He's tried different rollouts with singles, even for this record. I mean, that's all of the singles that we've gotten over the past 3 years, where each time he dropped a couple of singles over a couple of months' time, and that was just then the rollout, or we thought it was the rollout. I think he at least wants to do something, even if it isn't singles, if it's not what he's done so far, then at least something that is going to get the hype up for this record. I do think that that is imperative also for him and his sort of creative vision of what he wants to create, that's then going to come out. And I mean, maybe this was also the best way for him to do it now. I mean, it's something that we've been talking about for quite some time, that he should just not drop singles, not announce nothing, just drop the music. People just want the music, and it seems like maybe now he's just doing that, just dropping the music, letting it speak for itself. I believe that's the best way to go about it. Anyway, I do want to know what y'all think about everything we discussed today. When do you think it is actually dropping? Do you take this for granted now? Do you think a lot of things could still happen until January 16th? I could very well see a delay of this. I mean, let's be honest. But if it does drop in January, how crazy would that be? In less than 2 months, we have a new Rocky record. Let me know all your thoughts and your excitement on this in the comments down below.
If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.